difference is this. Texas worried about
Because I believed in what I want to do. Now I'm sitting in front of your Power 4 coach.
Come on, run, catch him. There you go.
I'm right here. I guarantee you, I ain't got no problems.
Yeah,
Kind of put us on the map a little bit.
It did. It did. Yeah.
And in the hometown.
And the whole team. And that's the new challenge, which is exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
So we have another answer to that question. Reese Miami says that the most interesting game to them is against Georgia Tech because the way Georgia Tech plays is everything that Colorado struggled with last season as they run the ball a lot. So if they beat Georgia Tech, it will show huge growth for Colorado from last year to this year.
Yeah. Hats off, and I love the comment. Who was that again?
At Reese Miami.
At Reese Miami. Very good observation
Yes.
on things that we're trying to work on this year and get better. And yeah, Georgia Tech with the shifts, motions, jets on every single play, it makes you make sure that you know these guys know exactly where to line up, where they're going to be, what checks are coming, and you want to make it a game plan that these guys can be successful in.
Yeah.
So yes, we've been doing a lot of that, looking at their film, of course, and getting ready for it because we're excited about that challenge. That will show some major growth with our guys, IQ-wise, understanding the defense, and where they need to be when that ball snaps to be able to be performance alignment and affect the ball game. So yeah, no, we're looking forward to that. And I'm glad it's the first challenge because it's gonna build a great amount of confidence for us as a team to be successful in that game.
Yeah, and also they got another added feature for their game, for their offense because their quarterback is actually part of their run game.
That's right.
It's not like you guys having to deal with just handing the ball off to the running backs and jet sweeps and everything. And their guys do a good job with all the pre-snaps movement. And then, like I say, you've always got to count on the quarterback too. So it's going to be a challenge for us. And defensively, they're bringing in a guy from Texas that had a successful as a coordinator, had a successful defense last year. He's coming in, going to run their defense, and I know they're excited about that. And they've got some veterans coming back in the kicking game as far as punters and kickers and stuff like that. They got a punter from the portal who had a very, very good year last year at UNLV, and they got a kicker coming back and stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a challenge and everything. But I'll tell you what, one thing I will say about a Coach Prime, Coach team is we typically are ready for the first game. I don't know that we've ever lost a first game with him coaching since he's been a college coach. I think he's 5-0 as a college coach.
That's right.
In the opening games of the season. And so it's going to be a challenge. They're definitely a good football team. They finished the year with a lot of confidence. They played their rival, Georgia, really tough, went to 7 or 8 overtimes, and came up short in that one, but they played really good. And then they played a really good Vanderbilt team in the bowl game and came up a little short in that. But they're a very good team. They got a lot of guys coming back. And I know they've got a lot of confidence going into this coming out of this all season, going into a game with us. So it's exciting to have them there. I'm gonna have a lot of friends from Atlanta that's gonna be here. I told them they couldn't sit in the Colorado section if they wore that gaudy navy blue and gold that they got.
yeah, no doubt.
They got to have black and gold on if they're gonna sit in our section. But it's exciting. I grew up watching them play, and it's always fun when you get to play somebody that's close to where you grew up and you got a little connection with them, from a youngster on up. So, yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge.
Hey, man.
Exciting.
Yes, sir.
So last answer here, this comes from Brado Hernandez, who says that our team is scary and that we're a complete team, offense and defense. They think we're undefeated, that we'll go undefeated or maybe one loss.
Okay.
Wow.
That's Brado Hernandez.
Brado Hernandez.
Brado Hernandez.
Hey, man.
I like
that. Keep that faith, baby.
Keep that energy, baby.
Going. Keep that energy. We want some of that. We're breathing that. And every game you go into, you are going in to win.
Right.
We go 1-0 every week.
That's right.
That is our statement to our team. We're 1-0 every single week. We get rid of 1 week, on to the next week, it's 1-0. And if you keep going like that and you come out every week 1-0, Mr. Hernandez will be right there with
That's
you,
right.
undefeated. So yeah, we are scary. I love the camaraderie, guys. If you come up, I don't know if we'll have an open practice. I'm not sure. I don't do those things. I'm not sure if we'll have that or or fan day where you guys can kind of see us move around. But when you do, more than just the execution of practice, I want you to look at the camaraderie and the chemistry between the players. I mean, it is something
I agree.
that I haven't seen in quite some time, how connected these guys are, coming from different places and sharing the same goal.
Yeah.
To win a championship, to be undefeated, to get to the next level, to do all those things. But 1-0, baby. That's how we're going to take it. We got Georgia Tech first, and we're going to focus on them. And every week, it'll be 1-0 for us. That's what we're.
That's right.
That's our goal.
And you know, to piggyback off the comment about camaraderie, you can tell we've got some veterans in the locker room. You know, we've got an older team that these guys have played this game. They understand what it takes to win, what it takes to be successful, and a lot of them, you know, they see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see it coming to an end for them, and they're trying to make sure that they end it the right way. And you know, part of that is having camaraderie in the locker room, because they know if we're not close, we're not going to be successful. And I think we've got a very good, close coaching staff. Our players are close, and I think we're doing a great job of creating that camaraderie through fall camp. You know, Coach Swayze and them's done a great job in the summer and in the off season creating that in the weight room. You know, a lot of that's created in the weight room. Hats off to those guys down there with our strength department that have done that. So yeah, we're excited about that, and you know, we just look forward to going 1-0 every week.
Yeah.
And you know, we just look. I'm tell you what, it's crazy, because I think we got 2-3 weeks left before the game week.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, it's right here around the corner.
That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
it's going fast, and you know, it's just a deal where, you know, I'm just ready to get out under the lights. I'm ready to, you know, see, hear, and smell the student section.
That's right. You will smell them. I'm telling you now. That wind come off that mountain, dog. It's some ooh-wee in the
Use
air.
all our senses.
There's some ooh-wee in the air now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So, and it being a night game too for that game one.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be
yeah,
good.
oh yeah. They
It's
gonna have
gonna
all
be
day
good.
to party too.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
gonna be nice and
They're all
rocking.
excited. Hey, game's already sold out. It's black and white stripe. I think you're supposed to wear black shirts in one section, white shirts in another section. So pay attention to what section you live in or you sit in, and make sure you wear the right color shirts so we can stripe this thing out the way they want to. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, the field's gonna look good. Brand new field's gonna look good.
Did we tell y'all that the Boulder where the Colorado is?
It's turf.
In the end
Yeah,
zone?
it's turf now.
there.
Yeah.
Talked about that.
It's turf now.
It looks really nice.
It does.
Looks really nice, really sharp,
It's
sharp.
some good stuff.
I wasn't expecting that when we got the new field, and I saw them do that, and I was like, man, that looks pretty good.
That was good. I like that. It's gonna look good on the new game system on
Yes, sir.
PlayStation and
Ain't
stuff.
no doubt. Ain't
You
no
know,
doubt.
they talk about this atmosphere being one of the top atmospheres in
Yeah.
college football and places to visit and come see a game.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all come on and get these tickets now. They sold out the Georgia Tech game. Now we got them sold
I
out.
mean,
so-
there ain't none available on the way to the boat to
There
the
you
game.
go.
There'll be some on the way
Oh,
to
we
the
got
game.
some people out there.
There's some people be out there.
They're gonna take care of you.
They will have some available for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Speaking of, Coach, you know, us having a older team, and I agree with you there. You know, what's your thoughts on the portal now, and us being able to build this older team and get the camaraderie and kind of have that experience? What's your thoughts on that with the portal? I know people got mixed, opinions of it.
Right.
But what do you think about it?
Well, I think that we probably have done as good a job as anybody in the country of using the portal to get the right kids.
Yeah.
You know, I think that, the portal is a situation where, you got to be careful when the kids that hit the portal, why are they in the portal? What's their situation?
That's right.
How many times have they been in the portal? Is there a pattern here, and things like that? And I think it's important for us from a team camaraderie standpoint to have that camaraderie on your team. So at the end of the year, your kids don't go to the portal. Mm-hmm. You don't lose kids that you really don't want to lose. Mm-hmm. But hey, the rules are set up to be the way they are, and really and truly, whether you agree with them or not, you got to go along with them. Yeah. And you got to play the game the way that with the rules everybody's playing with. And it's been very good to us. It helps us bring in experience sometimes when we have a position that doesn't have experience. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to talk about the side of the portal that you don't really hear a lot of people talk about. Kids develop at different times in their life. You know, you got some kids that develop into really good youth athletes that maybe they don't become great high school players because they don't grow.
Yeah.
You got kids that sometimes they're not as good in the youth league, and then they get higher up in it, they get more coordinated, they hit puberty, they get better in high school. Okay, well, the thing about it is there's so many players in this country that's playing this game, and you've got a lot of kids that maybe in high school they've gone to the Division II route, and they've signed with a Division II team, and then maybe they've had a couple of really good years, maybe they've hit a growth spurt, maybe they just really got serious in the weight room. Maybe they're finally in a situation where they're on a nutrition plan and a weightlifting plan and things like that. And now all of a sudden they get a chance to play Power 4 football because they can hit the portal. Whereas in the past, they were just going to be stuck in Division II for 4 years. So people don't always talk about that part. Everybody wants to talk about the top 5% that they seem to be, they call the problem. And they don't really want to focus on some of the positives of it because, if I know a lot of kids, I mean, we've gotten some good players that were Division II players or FCS players, that had a year or two that are really good, and now they get to live out their dream and play Power 4 football. And I think that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think a kid that maybe he wasn't out of high school that got as much recognition as another school. So maybe he had to sign with a Division II or FCS or maybe even a Group 5 school. And now he gets to live out his dream of being a Power 4 football player because of the portal, because he put in hard work and because he's finally in a situation where he can get recognition to get at that level. And that's a positive side of the portal that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Like I said, they always want to talk about the negative. And I'm going to tell you what, there's a small portion that's negative. A small portion of the portal is negative. And a lot of it is positive because, like I say, these kids deserve an opportunity to move up if they get a chance to move up, whereas in the past they would be stuck in a Division II program or FCS program. And then we all know, even though there's a lot of good stories out there of kids that have gone from Division II to NFL and been really good players, it's a lot harder to make that jump than it is if I've got tape at Colorado or somewhere and I'm playing other what they perceive to be big time competition, and I'm on TV every week and my name gets out there, so it's a little bit different deal.